declaration is okay.
Yeah.
Income tax clearance. Livable tax, not applicable.
Not applicable. No. Are you working, Mr. Fatou? You are not working? Okay.
You already given me code of ethics.
Yes.
Huh?
I think
Did he give you a code of ethics to sign? Did you sign that already?
No, he didn't sign. Okay. Yeah, this is the rules and regulations guiding the campaign. If you have a copy, that's your own. This one is going to sign for us, and this is going to be our own copy. So you write your name, you sign, and then you date it for us, please. You have your sample of your photo and the no, this one should be of this size.
Yes, that size.
Yeah.
That size.
This can be used for your campaign.
Okay. You can. Hello? I like it. This you can use for your campaign, but this has to be the same size. Okay? It's not a requirement that you submit it today. You have to show us a sample. Okay? So make sure once you go through, you get us the full, the actual copies. And
I'll give you my WhatsApp. Maybe you can take a photo sample, you send it. I'll wait for you.
Maybe my brother misplaced it.
Yeah, but the photo should not have this thing.
Should be like this.
Vote for should be out completely. It's only another picture and your name here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 6495 and 891 91.
Good name.
For our journey.
Johnny.
Journey. Exactly. Explain this thing.
sign this too for me, please. Okay. Where's the sponsorship?
The parliamentary.
Sponsorship.
Yes, it's here. So let me have it.
Okay. Sign this too for me. The two. There's one on it. For this one, you filled it up.
Yes,
But then
last time,
the only one.
Mustafa already told me that even today, it's not important to bring it.
Yes.
I should sit with my committee and fix this.
Yeah,
then after
do that again,
Yeah.
and then get us the final copy.
Okay.
Also, this place is where you put the comments, so that we will know whether it's a meeting, a rally, or it's a night stop, or whatever. So that's where you put that, and be very clear with the now. Okay. Yeah.
I was scheduled.
I'm seeing the highway. Avoid the highways as best as possible. The police normally tell us not to permit any meetings on the highway. So you avoid the highway. Yeah. Say Jabang Highway. Yeah. Try to. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, we can see this side.
Yeah. Yeah.
This side.
Okay. Finally.
Yes.
Lord me one. Plain the mutu.
No, just telling me we use the air. We use the air.
Okay. We've looked through the papers after a second bite, and we're satisfied that you fulfill the requirements. The first one was very important. We cannot nominate somebody who is not a Gambian. So we had to be sure that you are a Gambian.
Absolutely.
Okay? So we could have negotiated anything else if it's not law. You understand what I'm saying? So there was no need for you to panic, because I told you always had time to correct it. Okay? Now we will issue you with a receipt of for the money that you gave us. In the event you withdraw your candidature, we give you back your 5,000. In the event you contest and win, we give you back. In the event you contest and have a certain percentage that's required by law, we give you back. If not, we take it and say thank you to you. If you're coming back for it, you must come with this receipt. Okay? Keep it properly.
No, keep it like a bike.
Okay. Now, again, happily I'm giving you a receipt of nomination, not a rejection. Okay? So you now have a receipt of nomination, meaning I've received your paper. I cannot yet give you an acceptance because your paper has to go through a process. Okay? Now, we will send it to the verifiers inside. They will verify your nominees. If everything is okay, then, and there is no objection against you, then we will, if there's an objection, we'll let you know. If there is no objection, then we will call you to come and collect your acceptance of your nomination. The last one is the list showing exactly what you gave us. You have a copy, we have a copy. In the event, for whatever purpose, this is what we're going to reference. That you gave us this, and we accepted, we received this. I hope you understand. Okay?
And again, just to add it to him, he's what he has said. IEC, we are campaigning for peace. Therefore, these are ethics that you should abide by. You sign yours, and you sign for us too. And we make sure you adhere to this code of conduct during your campaign trail, because we want to have a peaceful campaign and, of course, a peaceful elections. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay.
You close the prayers?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Congratulations. Okay.
Yeah.
Silent prayers.
Alhamdulillah.
Mike, man. Yes. Say.
Come close. It's okay. It's okay. You okay? You alright now?
Yeah.
Good.
If you're set, we can go.
You're set, huh? Alright?
Yes, Mr. Fatou,
Yeah.
you've submitted your nomination papers for the second time. You had to come in for the second time. First, tell us what happened. Why were you turned away to go and come for the second time?
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, first of all. I'm greeting everyone. I am very happy and honored to be here today. The reason why I went was that it's just a small issue that I just forgotten at home. But unfortunately, my mind crossed on that I have no option that to go to IEC, the regional office, that I should go to the Sambunyang Njai and tell him that what I have already covered here, or what I have seen here, or what I am facing here. So obviously he told me that there's no problem, you can still have time. And then that's the time he just took his phone and then called this man gently, and obviously it makes successful, and I came back with a happiness.
Yeah, but you still haven't answered my question. What I was asking is, why were you turned away? Were there some missing documents?
Yeah, there was some missing documents. There was some.
Give me those specifications.
Good. There was some missing documents, like my voter's card was missing. Obviously, the time he told me that go and bring your documents. Obviously, I have 100% sure that I lost my voter's card. So that's give me the opportunity, the mindset that I have to go direct to the headquarters to complain, to lodge the complaints there, so that they can help me with certain results or issues to comprise on it.
So now, for the second time, everything is intact?
Honestly, I am very happy. I can see that the IEC are very transparent, and definitely they are here for the Gambian people, and they are very, very nice people. It's sometimes it's difficult to face at the first time IEC, but if you have little time with them, obviously you will know that they are all Gambians, and then we know that Gambians are, we all know that Gambians, as we know, they are the smiling coast of Africa. The time I came back, honestly, I've seen smiling faces, and then I'm definitely appreciated.
Okay, now let's get into the real issue. You're contesting for the National Assembly under the ticket of the GDC and All Yundum constituency. Why? Why do you want to contest?
I have so many reasons to contest.
Okay, can you name a few?
The reason why, number one, is that I can see since 1965, the incumbents are using Gambians in terms of their own voters' card. Like, for example, if I want to explain it, we have seen our grandfathers, our parents are voting every 5 years. And at the same time, we have not seen any impact or outcome of their casting their votes. So it's time for us to, unite as we the youths to take back what we own. So if you can see all the parliament that are contesting this year, definitely 90% of them are youths. And I'm definitely appreciated that the Gambians youths are waking up, and then they are very, 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 thinking about the development of their country. So that gives me the privilege to stand and then contest under the ticket of GDC, because I know that GDC is the only party that can give solutions to the Gambian people. Is the only party that can solve the problems. Is the only party that honestly gives the solutions of individuals, communities, everybody. So I can see there is no reason or there is no doubt that I stood up and then contest for GDC. I'm very proud to contest under the ticket of GDC.
Okay, if you get to the National Assembly, that is, suppose you are elected, what would you change? What would you add to change the life and the livelihoods of people of all Yundum constituency?
Well, definitely governance system, number one. Number two, we will definitely make sure that corruption we will eradicate corruption in this.
How would you do that?
Good. We will definitely monitor. For example, how are we going to monitor? Because we, the GDC, says that when we be in power, we will set a committee, all our in our consequence level, whereby we will sit and then discuss the issues that are very relevant in our constituency, because we the MPs are playing a vital role in the whole Gambia. Because, for example, today I'm contesting under the ticket of Olyundum, but does not mean that I am only contesting for Olyundum. It means today I am representing the whole Gambia. Then whatever comes under the parliament does not favor the Gambians, I myself I will reject it. If at all it favors to the Gambian, does not favor my constituency, I will not reject it, because I believe that Gambians are part of Olyundum consequences. But in that case, if at all it favors everybody, we will all raise our hands and say yes. If at all does not favor, then we will say no to that.
So are you going to embark on a massive witch hunting to fight off corruption?
Of course. Corruption, I have been hearing people saying that we are going to fight it, but I have seen no results at this moment. But I believe this generation is coming, this generation that is coming will definitely fight corruption. I believe so.
Mr. Fatou, one last question. I want to draw you back to the issue that sent you back and come back. You talked about losing your ID,
voter's card, yeah.
But we made to understand that actual reason, the main reason was you did not present your
voter's card,
national
documents, yeah.
There was no proof of documents, national identity document.
Okay, yeah.
Can you just clarify that, because it's important? Exactly why you were referred back, which of the documents was the reason for you to be referred back and then you have to come back?
Well, number one, this is media. I came here to collect the documents, and one of the members here told me that anytime you are done, you can come to me or call me so that we can vet it. And I agreed to that. I called him, and then we give an appointment. I came to his compound, nearby his compound, I can say, but not his home. And then he he read all my documents and then say that all of these things are intact. So automatically, I asked few questions. I asked him whether ID card is necessary. He told me that it's not necessary. I asked again whether they are telling me that voter's card, you have to go with it. He told me this, no. Let me tell you, he even jotted down. He jotted down tax clearance and 2 passport photo size, and my photo and the party logo, and the my party form, like the ticket under the GDC. So these are the authentic documents that should be on the table on that day, and I think I bring that. Obviously, when the man asked me, "Where's your ID card?" I was so shocked, because I was not expecting that I will be asked documents, because the man told me that the documents that are very authentic, because this is my first time, so I am still not a master of it. So we have to ask questions so that we can be learned tomorrow.
Okay, some
yeah.
Are coming up. We have exhausted the 10 minutes.
Yes.
But this is important for clarification.
Yes.
I believe you were supposed to come to the
IEC
Office to collect
the form.
Where everything is specified as to what you are required of.
Yes.
But you did not come to the IEC to collect this. Can you just clarify?
What did I not collect?
You were telling us that, if I heard you very well, that you met with a member of the IEC in a nearby compound somewhere.
No. I collect the forms here.
Okay, clarify the position.
I collect the forms here. Do you understand? But I called him day before yesterday. He told me that I am very busy. I told him that, please, man, can you please help me? Because I need to vet this. before coming to the nomination. Do you understand? So he told me that, well, after 6, I'm going to close. But before after 6, you will not find me in the IEC bureau. So I told him that, now, can we make an arrangement whereby I will going to find you in your compound? He told me, no. Okay, then now it's fine. Then I made an arrangement with him and then call him. We meet at the highway. So that's how these things comes. So I want to clear something. Like the time I asked about the voters card, and I know that definitely, I personally, 100%, I am the voters card is lost. That's why I go straight to the headquarters and verify so that something can come out positively. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Fall, last question. Mr. Fall, did you know the main function of the National Assembly?
National Assembly is the function number 1 is to make sure that
the main one.
The main one, to stand the fundamental people rights. Lawmaking. Just to make the lawmaking to be, emphasized anytime in the parliament.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just 10 minutes.
You don't kill this man. This man there is.
Sorry, can I clarify?
All right. Thank you very much. So, seems like we have another candidate again. This time is a candidate for, of course, All Yundum constituency. Is contesting on the Gambia Democratic Congress. That is, of course, GDC. Alaji, you are, of course, on Kerr Fatou. Tell us the reason why you came and left. You have to come back again. Can you take up the mic, please?
Yeah, thank you so much. I want to greet you all, first of all. And I just want to say Alhamdulillah Rabbi Alameen for coming back with a positive or smiling face. So the reason why I went was that I lost, or they asked me, my voter's card and my national ID. So unfortunately, I don't bring them. That means that I have to go back and then bring them.
Why didn't you bring them?
Well, it's a long story.
I don't think it should be a long story. You were told to bring your documents.
Documents, fine. But
as an aspiring candidate, you should.
The first day I collect these forms was with Mustafa. There's a gentleman called Mustafa. He told me that yes, whenever you are done, you can come and then we vet this. We vet the papers. Then I have followed the procedures and I feel everything. And I called him and then told him that I am done. But before nomination, I want to meet you so that we can vet these papers. So unfortunately, he told me that, well, I cannot make it because around 6 o'clock I'm going to close.
Which allergy is that?
No, it's Mustafa.
Mustafa, which Mustafa is that?
I don't know the show name.
You don't know, he's working with the IEC.
IEC, yeah.
But this was publicized everywhere that you should come with your documents. That is part of the requirement.
The requirements.
So you are telling us you don't know even the requirements of.
Of course I know. Of course I know. Of course I do.
You came all the way from all Yundum
yes,
here.
Listen, let us.
You are the first candidate that is sent to go back.
I know, but not like I refuse to bring them.
I'm not saying refuse.
Like
maybe
I don't know.
I don't mean you refuse. I mean maybe you don't know the requirement.
No. Okay, fine. You are a journalist. You can say that.
But
what I'm saying is, does not mean
that you don't know the requirement.
What I'm saying is, does not mean that I don't know, or does not mean that I don't read the paper.
But you've already known that you are going to bring them.
Fine.
Did you know?
Let me continue with the
story.
story.
Answer. You don't have a lot of time.
Yes,
know.
I know.
Why didn't you?
Listen, that's why I want to give you the story.
You already explained the story.
No, I don't explain. I don't finish it. I'm not done yet. Because the time I meet the man, I asked him whether ID is needed. He told me those ones are not important there.
You are accusing the IEC?
No, I'm not accusing. I'm not accusing. I am telling you
that the IEC told you
what he told me.
That
and I'm
you
coming.
don't need ID.
It's not something relevant in this.
IEC told you that
it's
the
not,
national documents are
not
relevant.
Do you understand?
I will
so
ask
now,
them. I'll put the question.
So now, listen.
Okay.
Can we move on?
You can move on.
So I asked him again. I heard people are saying that I have to bring my voter's card. He told me, now, listen, let me jot down the authentic documents that are needed. Do you understand? So after, he just jot down 2 passport photo size and certificate of tax clearing, clarification certificate.
And other documents, but
another
exclude
document.
the national document. No, maybe because we don't have a lot of time. Right?
And my picture and the symbol.
And exclude the national documents. So this
and 5,000.
The name of this person is Mustafa.
Yes.
And he works for
5,000.
And he works for IEC.
Yes. And 5,000 and 5,000
right.
and my nomination form.
He works in Brikama here.
He works in Brikama. So
he
lists down everything. So I was following this procedure. Because
indirectly blaming IEC. I understand.
Because I thought that he is from IEC, number one. Anything that you told me, I have to believe because I am a new member. This is my first time. Do you understand? So that's why the time
being a new member doesn't mean that as a Gambian you should know the requirement.
But
you cannot be a National Assembly member without verifying whether you're a citizen of this country or not.
Since he told me.
But you as a person, didn't you know that you cannot be a National Assembly member without you being verified as a citizen of this country?
Yes, I
Did
do.
you know?
I do. That's why I asked because.
So we can blame the IEC and you.
Fine, yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's move on. What are the problems of all you know? You know.
The problems are many. We have problems of roads network. We have problems of water. We have problems of many things that are lacking. And then
you only mentioned 2. You are not telling me to say many. What are the problems? You mentioned water and roads.
Water, roads. And then we lack of hospitals.
You're struggling, huh? We are saying the problems are many, but you're struggling to mention them.
Sorry, let's listen. Don't
be in a haste. If I were you were contesting for all you know, you know the problems. I'll tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you continue as far as you say there are many.
We have problems.
Okay, continue with it. You already mentioned 3.
We have market problems. We have
all you know.
All you know, yes, we have market problems.
Where?
We have water problem, as I said.
Where do you have market problem?
All you know is a big consequence.
Where do you have market problem?
We have market problems in surrounding these villages, like Jabang.
There is a market in Jabang.
There is a market in Jabang.
Yes.
What do we mean by market?
I'm asking
what do we mean by market?
You're saying market problems. I know there are bigger problems than markets in all you know. In fact, the markets that are there, you know, I don't know how to call it, but these are markets that are having very
mobile markets. They are not mobile markets. These are petty markets. And then in these areas, like Olyundum, we should have 2 or 3 standard markets, whereby anything that you need, you go and find it there. Because you can only come to Olyundum as a standard market. And where again? Give me another market.
So you want to have 3 standard market apart from
2 or 3 standard
How are you going to bring roads in Olyundum? You mentioned roads. In fact, it's not your responsibility. I don't know how.
Because yes, we can go to the parliament.
Yes.
If there are any debates of road networks, we can lobby. We can lobby roads. Like for example, we can have philanthropies. We can have network development. We can have roads developments in terms of in our capacity to go and lobby. But in terms of the parliamentary, we can debate issues that are very relevant for the all Gambians generally. Because if I am nominated in office, does not mean that I'm nominated only in Olyundum constituency. I am nominated because of I am representing the whole Gambia. Do you understand? But when it comes to constituency, I will stand for my constituency.
Well, your party didn't do well during the of course, presidential election, when it comes to the voter turnouts and the people that voted for GDC, when you compare it to other political parties like the National People's Party, and they have someone who is very recommended in the constituency. That is, of course, Abdoulaye Cisse.
Abdoulaye Cisse.
Yes, very recommended.
Abdoulaye Cisse, yes, you can say that is well recommended. But in Olyundum, where he is representing, is not recommended, you can say. Because I myself, I cannot tell you that this is Abdoulaye Cisse.
Maybe you don't want to know him.
No.
But you have a responsibility to know MP, and so that you can hold them account.
Just listen, I'm coming.
Is that
because
not your
Abdoulaye
fault?
Cisse, yes, it's my role to go and then visit him. It's my role to go and write
to know him.
And know
and
him.
to tell
Even
him your
chat with
problems.
him. Yes. Do you understand?
But then you don't know your responsibilities. Why didn't you know your MP?
Do. We are VDC.
You cannot recognize the sitting MP.
VDC development, VDC members.
Village development.
Village development committees. Do you understand? I can give you an example. In my place in Yuna, where the government or the area council sponsor a road.
Your
you
mic,
understand?
please.
Sponsor a road where it comes up to Mariamakunda and stop there. So we the VDC members in Yuna, we wrote Abdoulaye Cisse 2 letters, but there was no response. I'm telling you this.
So you are revenging against Abdoulaye.
We are not revenging. Why
you are on a revenge.
No, this is not revenge. I believe that we have to take what we own. I believe that every citizen have the right to take responsibility to his or country and then his consequences. So I have to believe that, and I feel very sorry to my people that we should be more than here. If at all we have good governance, if at all we have good MPs, if at all we have good councillors.
It's like you are contesting because Abdoulaye Cisse didn't respond to your letters, and you need roads in Yuna. Yes. Remember, all Yundum is one of the biggest constituencies in this country.
Of course, yes.
But also one of the most underdeveloped
But let me tell you,
constituencies.
let me tell you, if maybe one day you can ask Abdoulaye or interview Abdoulaye, which project, one project, can Abdoulaye mention in all Yundum constituency? Just to name one, only one. I'm not telling you two, only one. For 5 good years, for 5 good years, no one project.
But he provides some water for some communities.
For which community?
Of course, you've seen some of the communities that he provided.
Can you please name it? I don't know.
And Mariamakunda.
Mariamakunda?
Yes, you've seen when he
Mariamakunda?
Yes, in your area.
Are you telling me that Mariamakunda is sponsored, the water
you
is sponsored?
You have not seen the water. Maybe you are contesting against it.
No. You know, I'm a born citizen of Yuna. And I will not lie against anybody. This is politics. But sometimes you go with your dignities. Not to just I want to have.
But how do you know that
just
he's not
to have
sponsoring?
credit, just to have credit.
How do you
on
know?
Somebody does
how do you know he's not doing anything? Because you don't know Abdoulaye in person. Even you pass Abdoulaye building.
Obviously,
you
if
don't know
Abdoulaye was an oriented development person, definitely, if I like it or not, I will know Abdoulaye.
Then you know him. You recognize him, right?
Honestly speaking, if Abdoulaye stand here, I will know.
Then you wouldn't know whether he is doing something or not.
If Abdoulaye was an oriented development person, everybody will know that Abdoulaye is here.
What is he doing that you don't like?
Abdoulaye?
Yes.
Abdoulaye is doing many things that I don't like.
What are these things?
Number one, Abdoulaye does not visit people. Abdoulaye does not work with people. Abdoulaye does not respond when you write to him. Abdoulaye does not answer any calls. So what do you want me to say? So you want me to say that Abdoulaye is a good man whilst Abdoulaye is not responding me? Abdoulaye normally respond to my letters or respond or call. If I call Abdoulaye, I will not do that. But what I'm saying is we are all human. We believe that, I believe that.
So you called him and he did not respond?
You asked me.
You called Abdoulaye and he did not respond? You just said you called him, but you don't respond.
Don't accuse.
No, I'm not accusing. You are just from saying it.
No. I said call. You can define call in many ways.
Yes.
You can define call
But you said
in
you
many
called
ways. Not
no.
when we say call. Don't
Honorable,
mean
let's
that I take my
get this clear.
telephone and
No.
call somebody. No.
So
Those,
how do you know
call
that
can
when
be
he is calling, he doesn't?
Call can be defined in many ways.
Okay.
Call can be divided in many ways.
Honorable, you call people and you don't have access to them. That is telephone call, right?
Yes. Good.
So that
And
means
number
you
one,
called
number
him.
two?
No, that means you called him.
Yes.
And he did
What
not
about
respond.
if I say,
Let's be
apply?
clear.
What
Okay.
about if I say apply?
Yes. So which of these have you done? Is it that you wave and he did not come,
No.
or you
I
called?
never meet him. But what I'm saying is.
But you called. You
No,
said you
listen,
called him.
If, because I do. We write.
Honorable,
We
truth is
write.
you know
We
Abla.
write.
You
We
know
write.
Abla, but
We
you don't want to know.
write to him. That means we are calling him his attention. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Because if I write to you, I am calling your attention for you to reply me.
Are you
If I write you a letter to
seriously
you-
convincing people about what you're saying?
Of course, 100%. If Ablai visit any of this area, except where he lives, they will tell you that Ablai, nobody knows Ablai.
Apart from your area, which other problem do you know in Olyundum?
Olyundum?
Yes. Apart
Which
from your
problem?
area, you know Olyundum is big.
Big, yes.
You have the Sinchus there, the three Sinchus, Olyundum itself. You have Yuna, Mariam Akun. So it's a big constituency.
So
it's a big challenge if you have voted
yeah,
it.
like
What other
the
problems do
14
you know about
villages
other
here.
areas like Sinchus and others? Do
Yes,
you know
I
their
Sinchus.
problems?
I know their
What
problems.
are their problems?
Their problem is mostly road problem.
Road problem.
Road problem is their problem, especially Nema. Nema also, they have the main problem is road. There, it's not
Interesting.
water, it's not electricity, it's road problem.
It's not water, it's not electricity.
Electricity.
It's what? That means you
maybe
don't know
like-
their problem.
No.
They have
what
water
I'm saying
problem.
is, what I'm saying is, if I say
You are
there's
contesting in a constituency that
yes,
you don't
I
know
understand.
their problem.
I understand.
Do you know that they
I understand.
sometimes go for
Listen,
two days without water?
Yes, that one.
But you are saying
that
there's
one-
no water
listen,
problem.
Listen. This is an interview, and I want you to understand what the way I am saying, the way I am speaking. Do you understand? What I'm saying is, if I say there's no problem of water, do you understand?
That means there's no problem.
There's a problem, but
You
it's
are saying there's no
it's-
problem, there is a
it's
problem. Which
less-
one?
It's less. There's no problem of light. They have it, but sometimes it can go. But what I'm saying is the main targeting development area in Nema is road problems.
I understand
You
their
can
problem.
see, you can
No.
even witness last rain season. What is their problem? What was their problem?
Floods.
Floods.
Yes. Floods.
Floods is their problem.
Yeah.
So
Flood is,
if
do you know that
flood-
flood is different from road problem?
Thank you very much. Now for
So
example.
you don't differentiate them.
Yes, floods.
Honorable, thank you very much for
no,
coming.
Let's complete.
No,
Let's
I
complete.
I don't think we have that
No,
much
no,
time.
honestly,
to,
I want to.
I have
want
other
to
people in
complete.
the queue.
I enjoy your talks. Honestly.
Thank you for coming.
Let's complete.
My boss will take your number. So if I'm
Okay.
going to invite you,
Yeah,
then
I
he
will
take your
definitely
number. Thank you
appreciate
very
that.
much
I
for
will definitely
thank you.
appreciate that.
Thank you very much for
Because
coming.
today-
I really appreciate.
Yes,
I know you are very interested in continuing, but
Honestly,
I'm sorry.
because today I am very impressed about like the way
To talk
I am
about-
talk, yes.
Thank you,
Because
thank
this is
you.
my first time
Thank
in media.
Thank you.
I can
It's
say
your
that.
first time in the media?
First time in media.
Seriously.
First time in the media, and it was an endeavor to me to
All
meet
right.
Fatou.
Thank you.
Kerr Fatou.
No,
yeah.
no problem.
So,
We
thank
will
you.
solely invite you. That is a promise from
Do
me.
that,
And
do
my
that,
boss
bro.
will take
Do
your
that.
number. I'll
Please,
call you.
do
Thank
that.
you very much.
That boss,
So,
take my number.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
you can
you.
place the mic there.
Thank you so
and
much.
Thank you. Thanks for having you. So we are going to have the IEC just to give us a very brief rundown before we leave. Yes. Thank you very much, Honorable. That is the candidate for the Gambia Democratic Congress, that is GDC, is contesting under the ticket of course, GDC in the Olyundum constituency. Of course, we've already got 3 candidates that will be contesting for GDC now, because NPP will be, of course, putting up Ablai Sise, who is this incumbent and the sitting MP right now, and also you have the Citizen Alliance, and now, of course, Alaji for GDC. Thank you. Sorry for that. Thank you very much for coming. Maybe you can remind us your name and your position.
Yeah, I am Farawajane, regional officer, West Coast region, Brikama.
Thank you very much
Yeah,
for having you.
yeah.
Can you just give us a rundown of these 3 days of what happened?
Yeah, of course, we started the nominations on the 5th. That was on Saturday at 9 a.m. in the morning, and closed at 4. So that day we have about 7 candidates that was nominated that day. And came to the second day, that was on the 6th, that was yesterday. We registered about 4. That's total to 11 candidates. And today, being the 7th, we registered about 5. Totals to about 16 candidates as of Saturday to date.
All right. I know so many people will be interested to know the amount of people that is registered. You've already mentioned that, but how many are accepted? I know others are called and then they are accepted, but others may be rejected. How many people have you accepted?
Yeah, so far, I think because as of today, we've accepted about 7. All those who were nominated on the first day, that is on the 5th, has been accepted. And yesterday too, the 4 that have been nominated have been accepted too, and we are calling them to come for their acceptance. And today, it has to go. It's a process. It has to go till at a point when we don't have any objections. That's the time we can confirm their acceptance, and that will be tomorrow. By tomorrow, when everything is done, because the verification team are still on the process, after that is confirmed, then we can be able to confirm who are accepted today of the 5 that have been nominated today.
So you mentioned that 7 people are accepted, right?
Yeah, that was
Who
was
are
on.
these people?
Those are the 5 candidates of APRC in the Fonis. That is the Foni Jarol, Foni Kansala, Bintang, Berefet, and Bondali. Those ones have been confirmed, except that of Foni Bondali. Bondali is not yet confirmed yet. No, not Kadi Kamara. Kadi Kamara has been confirmed. Is this
Kadi
one?
Kamara is
Jamme.
Okay, the one that came here today. That is
Sankun Jamme. That one is not confirmed yet.
That is Fonyi Jarol.
Exactly, because he has some pending issues that he has to be corrected, and that has to be before Sunday. And that of Balanding Jata for Citizen Alliance, that too has some small issues that he has to be trashed out from now against Sunday. Then that has some connection with their nominees. They don't have the required number yet.
Balanding of the Olundum constituency.
Yeah, exactly, for Citizen Alliance. Those ones.
What are these 2 candidates missing? That is Sankung and Balanding.
That's the nominees.
Yes.
They are in short of their nominees. You know, according to the law, you should have 300 registered nominees who are nominating you for the elections. Unfortunately, they are in short of few, which we are called for them to do that correction. And hoping we might be seeing them tomorrow against next tomorrow. When that is confirmed, then their nomination can be accepted.
So, but for now, they are not be accepted.
No, they are not being accepted.
It's like they don't have the 300 people.
Exactly.
In their constituency.
Exactly.
They have less people.
Exactly.
Interested, unless you want to see other relevant information that you have.
Yeah, so far so good, alhamdulillah. I think the process is going smoothly. Yeah, because we consider the security, the journalists, and all the stakeholders, observers, everybody is working peacefully and according to the required laws of the land. And 3, I can see that today 2 candidates has been rejected due to the fact that one candidate has been rejected. Why? Because he didn't fill the required form. That is the nomination form itself. By this Al-Haji Fall. You know, there's a portion on the nomination form where you need to put your voting card number. But unfortunately, he didn't put that in. But that doesn't disqualify him. That doesn't, that could be not the reason why he has been rejected. Why he has been rejected is because he cannot prove his citizenship. He didn't come with any document. And as far as the law is concerned, you must be a Gambian to register or to nominate as a candidate for National Assembly elections.
So where you
so far so.
Okay, you can continue.
Yeah, so far so good. That was the issue. But okay, for him, because the same law is saying again that notwithstanding, if you are not a registered voter, that doesn't bar you from standing as a candidate. But of course, without that person, he can be nominated.
Even without the national documents.
No. I mean, without that person being filled as a filled by because he has to be registered to fill that person. But if he is not registered, that cannot bar him from contesting.
That means if he brings his ID card.
Exactly.
Then
but the only point that he has is because he can't prove his citizenship. There is no ID with him, no voting card with him.
He went and come back, right?
Yes, he came back.
So did he bring the ID? Or
yes, he brought the ID card.
So, but he's not accepted.
Fine, he's accepted. Pending scrutiny because the files are still in the office. The verification officers are working on it. If that feels well for him, then it can be accepted tomorrow.
He accused you people of telling him those documents were not necessary. Is that true?
Which documents are you saying?
He said the national documents, ID card and this voter's card.
He
said he was communicating to one of your officials who told him that these documents are not necessary.
No, they are very necessary. In fact, according to the conference, because I was on the nomination desk, the commissioner in fact told him, you can even stand aside, call the house, because you said the documents are in the house. Call one of your guys at home, let them bring the card, the documents for you, so that you can come back, we nominate you. But instead, he has to rush to the headquarters. And headquarters, as far as nomination is concerned, they cannot do anything about this. We are responsible as regional officers.
Okay, so when he left here, he went to the
headquarters, exactly.
So that he will be nominated there instead.
not nomination per se, but he went to query.
Query, okay.
And they cannot do anything. This is law. We are all dealing with the same law.
Are you saying that it's not true? He was not communicating with your people who told him that...
Well, for us, we didn't tell him anything like that. Anyway, yeah.
All right, so who is the second person? You said two people.
Yeah, under Tumani B. Sambutu has been rejected for the fact that his nominees are not fulfilled. He doesn't have the required number of nominees. What he brought was too short a figure, so he has to be rejected based on that. And in fact, when queried about those papers, what he told us is that they are on the way coming. We waited for some time patiently, only to realize that they are far away coming from the phonies, and we cannot be pending. So the only thing that we can do is to reject him, pending his submission of those nominees.
So that means you are going to accept him maybe on the 10th. I think the independent candidate.
Yeah. In fact, he promised to come before 4 today. Unfortunately, he didn't, and the nomination period elapsed. So hopefully, maybe tomorrow he might come back.
Okay,
and
but
he
it's
come
not
back.
over for him.
No, it's not over yet for him.
Right.
And we didn't accept because he has been rejected. Therefore, he has to surrender all his documents to him. If he comes back tomorrow with those relevant, submission of his nominees plus other relevant documents, then we continue nominating him fresh.
Right. Thank you. Finally, what do you have to say? Finally.
I'm thanking everybody for the job well done. The IEC team, the security, they're doing a wonderful job. You can see the coordination, yes. And the journalists too. You're doing a very good job. The coordination was fantastic. So we thanking you for that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, thank you very much.
Of course, that was thank you very much. That was an official of the Independent Electoral Commission here in Brikama. We thank you very much, and that's all we have for you today. We thank you, the entire team, of course, Charles Elvis Ngom and the team. That is, of course, Charles himself and Omar Bojang of Membe Caring, and then I know Omar is with our here from Membe Caring, and we also have Sire, that is Fatmata Drame, is also with us, part of the technical team, and our driver, our able driver, that is, of course, Mr. Saidi Khan, is also with us here, and then the people that are arranging, doing all this work on the ground, the technician, and of course the people that are coordinating. It's my able boss Mustafa Sise and Lamin Fati is also with us. Thank you very, very much for joining us. Tomorrow also we'll be here by 9 a.m. inshallah. My name is Buba Gajigo. Bye-bye.